So, this is the last episode of the Egghead fiscal year. It's been a pretty good year for the market, with a lot of strong releases and plenty of high-value coins continuing their growth. The World Government Mutual Fund got a lot, so let's start there. St. Saturn Coin was unfortunately killed by Kumacoin, and investors have largely agreed that he deserved it for being a failure. Before being killed, he admonished the Vice Admiral squad, and they deserved it too. None of them got much out of the Buster Call. Kumacoin and Luffycoin had a brief scene telling the Cypherpole fodder that the latter killed Zorocoin, a very shocking end that is not given much time to develop. Saturn Coin's death left a void filled by the new Elder St. Garland Coin. He's become a major swing coin with lots of volatility thanks to his time in God's Night stock, connection to God Valley, and new role in the story. Garland Coin is a potential coin, if you will. The other four elders did not seem happy. Lastly, Kumacoin made that aforementioned appearance, killing Saturn Coin specifically for letting Joy Boy get away. The Revolutionary Army stock got a very short scene where the underlings discussed how world government stock is already preparing for the sea level to rise more. Dragon Coin spent this time speaking to the dead Vegapunk Coin about how people will fight over the safe zones, once again playing catch up on information other people know. The deceased Punk Coins themselves reappeared triumphant on Egghead. Shaka Coin, Pythagoras Coin, and Atlas Coin shared Edison Coin's body and escaped with Punk records. This means that with York Coin in the World Government Mutual Fund, and Lilith Coin heading to Elbaf, there are three different Punk Coin factions active in the story. Investors are most invested in Lilith Coin, as expected, since she was the first introduced and is with the main characters. Those main characters were reassured by Lilith Coin, who said that although Vegapunk seems deceased, Straw Hat Pirate stock has succeeded in its mission to take them off Egghead. They joined Giant Warrior Pirates in a big end of fiscal year celebration that also celebrated the end of Season 1 of One Piece. The episode itself ended with a touching scene between Bonneycoin and Kumacoin, finishing their story with a well-deserved and audience-acknowledged happy ending. However, for us to finish off the year in style, let's review each of the Straw Hat stock character coins in reverse joining order. Jinbei Coin didn't do as much as many power scaling minded investors hoped, notably moving boxes for a few episodes. He did basically get an assist on Luffycoin with Zorocoin though, and later the duo briefly took on Nistrocoin. Too bad there wasn't more interaction with S-Shark Coin, considering he is literally a clone of Jinbei Coin and mixed with the devil fruit of Frankie Coin's friend. Brook Coin somehow did less than Jinbei Coin, but at least he didn't have as many hopes riding on it. Frankie Coin, though, disappointed a large number of investors. People expected some sort of short to medium term storyline with Vegapunk Coin, whether Stella or a satellite, and that basically did not happen this fiscal year. Sanji Coin got that story, if anyone. Things don't look too bad in the future because Lilith Coin is traveling with the crew, but apart from some strong rights, Frankie Coin didn't have the strongest showing on Egghead. Robin Coin managed to survive her third Buster Call, and that alone makes many investors think positively of her performance. She was sleeping through part of this one, and she's heading to a reunion with the flashback favorite Sol Coin. Robin Coin is a consistent performer, and while this wasn't her best fiscal year, it wasn't bad. Chopper Coin, however, was shaky. He didn't learn any medical stuff from Vegapunk Coin, didn't create any combat drugs for the fighters, and didn't get any combat scenes himself apart from a guard point against Saturn Coin. Basically a tax write-off. Sanji Coin got the aforementioned Vegapunk Coin storyline and it helped him finish off the year positively. His simpering over Lilith Coin is appreciated, but the same can't be said for Bonneycoin, and he was remarkably restrained with Nami Coin and Robin Coin. It's unfortunate he didn't get a proper 1v1 fight beyond tanking S-Shark Coin, and he was manhandled by Nistrocoin. He also didn't get his usual secret mission storyline, that instead going to Edison Coin. But Sanji Coin is another very consistent coin, and Egghead did nothing but boost his average performance. Usopp Coin joins Brook Coin in the low expectations, middling results group. He got to reunite with the Giants, this was literally just them acknowledging each other. No Vegapunk Coin power-ups, and no observation hockey moments. Nami Coin did so little I'm honestly having some trouble writing about her performance. However, low expectations once again means low volatility, and the market trends prove that she didn't do bad this fiscal year. Zorocoin had a very interesting year. Just this episode he performed his usual role of calling Luffycoin out on his leadership, and he got a proper 1v1 fight with Luffycoin, who Luffycoin had earlier bought this same arc. Despite the somewhat suspect ending of his fight with Luffycoin, Zorocoin ended the year very strong, building off of his earlier fight with Hawkcoin and further strong moves traded with Zorocoin. Finally, Luffycoin had a great fiscal year. The audience learned a lot about Joy Boy Coin, and the Nika form got a lot of Toei appreciation. Luffy beat or drew every opponent he fought, even using his Kekfi plot armor to mentally nerf Borsalino Coin. Despite being unable to defeat any of the Elders 1v1, investors were able to realize that it was never truly even, and Luffy was almost always outnumbered. And he did great numbers. My unofficial advice is to invest in Straw Hat stock. No reason not to invest in the main characters when a new fiscal year is coming. And thanks for watching.